Okay, we are live. All right, guys, I'm trying something new today because it's a big day for weather. I am linking weather where you are today, not only to our YouTube channel and our streaming apps, but also to Atlanta News First's Facebook and my Facebook so that we can get the most coverage. And I am going to try to answer your questions. So I have my Facebook pulled up here for questions on my Facebook. I have Atlanta News First Facebook pulled up here. So if you guys have questions, type them in and I will answer them. Okay. Whether where you are, for those of you who are just joining, this is a segment that I am going to be doing every single day on our streaming apps. I've already started, been doing it a couple months, but on important weather days, possibly once a week, definitely once every couple, at least once or twice, 3 times a month, especially when there's important weather. I will be doing Facebook Lives around this time, 11:30. Today we are going to preview the really cold air that is on the way. I can see all of you watching. Hi, Wesley. Hi, Ryan. Amazing. Okay, let's get started. All right, here is what is on the way. Let me take this off for you. You see the cold. It's moving in. We've had temperatures in the 80s the last several days. That is all going to change starting tomorrow. So you can see the clouds moving in. A few showers up to our north. Guys, we desperately need the rain. We're not going to get much of it from this system. In fact, I've looked out quite a while. I'm not seeing any substantial rain, at least for the first 2 weeks of November. That could change, but not great news. So I just want to start this with, as we're getting into the colder season, please do not burn campfires. Even if you're outside in your backyard, high fire danger with the really, really dry conditions that are in place, okay? So let's take you through the day today. You can see those cooler temperatures up to our north. 70 is the high in LJ, 74 in Rome. Meanwhile, south of the city, temperatures are in the low 80s. So that cool air is starting to sink in today. So hour by hour, you're going to really notice it this evening. I've stopped the clock at 6 p.m. Take a look. South of the city, it's 82 in Eatonton, but up in Rome, 60, 58 in LJ. So it's going to get cool pretty quickly this evening. As that front arrives, you'll see increasing clouds. For Metro Atlanta, between about 4 to 9 p.m., temperatures will drop from the upper 70s into the upper 50s. So it will be noticeably cooler by this evening. If you have evening plans, just know at 4 p.m. it's going to feel great. But by 6 p.m., those temperatures are dropping. By 9 p.m., we're in the 50s. Now, overnight tonight, we see cloudy skies. Can't rule out a few stray showers. This is a snapshot of 6 a.m. tomorrow. You see a few showers on the map around sunrise. Temperatures bottom out in the upper 40s. So that's not too cold. It's definitely cooler than the last several mornings. I would recommend the coat tomorrow, but you're not going to say, hey, it's freezing outside tomorrow. But it's tomorrow afternoon that you'll notice we just don't see those temperatures rebound, okay? So a few showers in the morning, possibly lasting through 9, 10, 11 a.m. Look at 11. We're still in the low 50s, okay? By 5 p.m., we've topped out at about 60 degrees. We'll see clearing skies. It will be dry for trick-or-treaters. It will be cold for trick-or-treaters. So here is the day tomorrow. We've, again, been in the 80s the last several days. Tomorrow, we probably don't make it out of the 50s. A shock to the system, guys, and that northwesterly breeze is going to bite through the day, okay? So your trick-or-treating forecast, this is the way it's looking. 6 p.m., it's 56 degrees outside. We're under mostly cloudy skies. By 8 p.m., that wind is picking up. That wind is going to bite, guys, okay? So not only is it going to be quite a bit cooler, the breeze is actually going to pick up through the evening, all right? So I would recommend the kiddos wear something, whether it's Under Armour, some of the stuff if they play sports. I had those Under Armour like long sleeve tops. Make them put a couple of those on underneath their costume, all right? Or at least a jacket underneath the costume. If you're walking with the kiddos, you're going to need the extra layers, maybe a hot coffee or chocolate or something like that, all right? Windy at 8 p.m., it's 50 degrees. At 10 p.m., when the kids are getting home, it's 46 degrees and quite breezy. The breeze really going to be a factor in the way it feels outside. You can see it's coming straight out of the north tomorrow, between about 20 to 25 miles per hour. That is breezy. And with those falling temperatures, it is going to feel quite chilly out there. So it feels like temperatures, 7 p.m., look at Blairsville. Feels like 39 in the mountains. Oof, if you live in the higher elevations, it's going to be cold for trick-or-treating. 42 is what it feels like in LJ. 54 here in Atlanta at 7 p.m. tomorrow. But by 9 p.m., feels like temperatures are in the low 40s. And check this out, guys. This is amazing. By 8 a.m. on Wednesday, the wind is still whipping. Actual morning lows have fallen into the low 30s. Wind chills will be in the low 20s Wednesday morning. The low 20s. After 83 degrees yesterday, it's going to feel like 22 Wednesday morning. Get the winter coats out. You are going to need them. So that's your wind chills. This is your actual temperatures, okay? The areas in blue are in for a hard freeze. So the mountains, even areas like Cherokee County, Dawson County, even parts of West Metro, Paulding County, and West Georgia, you're going to see temperatures potentially in the 20s, upper 20s. That's a hard freeze. So think about your plants and pets on Wednesday morning, okay? A light freeze likely south of the city. For Metro Atlanta will be just above that freezing mark, or for Atlanta, the city of Atlanta, inside the perimeter, just above the freezing mark. The breeze will prevent frost from forming. So we're not going to see any frost to damage crops, but you still want to think about your plants with how cold it's going to be outside. So we do have a freeze watch in place on Wednesday from 2 to 10 in the morning. I see David Shapiro checking in from Brookhaven. Hello. Someone is watching from Norway. Someone's not watching from Cincinnati. I see all your comments. Love them. All right, so morning lows Wednesday between 25 to 35 degrees. And y'all, we have another freeze risk on Thursday morning as well. The wind is going to die down, so it won't feel as cold. But when the wind dies down, that actually allows heat to escape into the atmosphere faster. So Thursday could be just as cold in terms of temperatures, and the frost risk is probably a little higher on Thursday, just given the dying down of the winds. Friday, also a moderate risk for freeze. Some areas across the northern tier will be, again, near or below freezing on Friday. So 3 consecutive mornings here, especially 2. We have 2 first alerts for Wednesday and Thursday morning, but possibly Friday morning too. So entering into a much colder pattern through the end of the week. So just be ready for it. This is the reason I wanted to do this Facebook Live, is to just prepare you for how cold it's probably going to get as we enter into the latter half of the week. Again, 80s yesterday, upper 70s today, and then 50s as highs tomorrow and Wednesday with that freeze risk. We will be back into the low 70s by this upcoming weekend. So we'll see a nice rebound of temperatures. But this is really our first little taste of winter, okay, that's coming this week. If you guys have questions, okay, hi Ricky checking in from Conyers. Hello, hi Jeffrey. I love that y'all are watching. If you have questions, leave them below. If not, you're prepared. I got you prepared. I know you guys used to love these Facebook Lives that I did during the show. Not really time to do them during the show anymore, but I am going to start to do Weather Where You Are on my Facebook around this time. Okay, guys, hope you have a great day. Stay warm. Get the winter coats out. You're going to need them tomorrow and through the middle of the week.